Across Oklahoma, Missouri, and Mississippi tonight, millions of Americans are left to deal with the aftermath of violent weather. Storms, torrential rain, and flooding are causing misery across a wide region. It started on Friday evening in Oklahoma City as a series of twisters barreled through densely populated urban areas. At least 9 people are dead. And as Robin Stickley reports, Oklahomans are still reeling from a tornado that battered the region almost 2 weeks ago.
Tracking a tornado as it touches down outside Oklahoma City.
Wow, this thing just keeps forming new vortices.
In a matter of minutes, these storm chasers become the chased.
You're fine. Sit down. Duck down. Duck down.
The dashboard camera shows pieces of a barn being hurled across its path. More than a dozen tornadoes touching down in an hour.
Large tornado. Large tornado right there.
Many on the ground at the same time.
Hold on, brother.
This Weather Channel team was caught off guard by 200-kilometer-an-hour winds and sent for a wild ride end over end into the ditch. Commuters lined the interstate trying to outrun the system. They became trapped targets, stuck in their vehicles as the storm churned towards them.
Solid headlights coming southbound here.
Among the victims, a mother and child caught in that traffic jam with no way out. Following wind came water. Torrential rainfall brought the next major blow, forcing drivers to abandon their vehicles, and streets caved in, giving way to giant sinkholes.
Everything just went black.
Power was lost to hundreds of thousands of homes, runways, and buildings at the airport, part of the millions of dollars in damage.
Power lines are down, trees are in the middle of the road, it's flooded up to your waist. It's all bad.
From the plains of Oklahoma, the deadly storm tracked towards Missouri. Multiple twisters dipping down, leaving a scar behind in Springfield and St. Louis.
There were voices. We found them down in the basement. We broke through some drywall, got them and their dogs out.
As the Mississippi and Missouri rivers swell, breaching flood levels, streets are underwater, sending everyone, even the four-legged, to higher ground.
Now even more rain is on the way, and that is going to lead to some major flooding.
It's the second major blow to the U.S. heartland in less than 2 weeks. An F5 twister turned Moore, Oklahoma inside out last month, killing 24 and leveling more than 10,000 homes.
Somehow through these moments we see the best of who we are surface and come together, and we do find ourselves arm in arm walking together through these very difficult times.
Robin Stickley, Global News, Washington.
NBC's Jay Gray was in the path of those twisters when they started barreling down on Oklahoma City Friday night. He joins us now. Jay, describe what it was like to be so close to those powerful twisters.
Yeah, Robin, harrowing, I can tell you. We were in downtown Oklahoma City as the sirens began to echo through that, what was an abandoned downtown area, thousands pouring into public shelters underground in the area, and then the winds began to pick up and swirl, and the rain began to pound, and then you'd start to see some of the damage. Not as severe as what we're seeing here, and let me step out of the way so you can take a look. This is the kind of debris that so many families across the heartland are dealing with now. A scenario playing out for miles and miles after several tornadoes last night. The devastating tornado in Moore less than 2 weeks ago, and just before that, one in Shawnee. So central Oklahoma really getting pounded right now, and a lot of work, a lot of recovery has to begin again, Robin.
Talking about that recovery, last bout of severe weather.
Yeah, right now the concern in central Oklahoma seems to be flooding, and there is some severe flooding in certain areas where the rain just came down too quickly overnight. The threat of tornadic activity, the threat of more severe weather with that type of funnel dropping from the clouds, looks like, thankfully, for the first time in a long time, forecasters are saying does not exist in central Oklahoma. There is still concerns about tornadoes across much of the region, but here it looks like they'll at least get a few days to try and assemble what's left of their lives and begin to move forward, Robin.
All right, NBC's Jay Gray in Oklahoma.